One of the talking points of the 2019 season was the investigation that the FIA started looking into the engines used by Ferrari, as some of their competitors felt that Ferrari had used unfair means to gain a performance advantage. However, the investigation came to an anticlimactic end as the FIA and Ferrari came to a secret deal that concluded the investigation. While the current pandemic has taken the spotlight off of this deal, F1 teams haven't forgotten about it, as was reiterated by Red Bull's Helmut Marko last week. Now, Todt, the FIA president, has given his take on this. I'm your host Dylan Shelley, and first up on Formula World, Todt has a clear conscience regarding Ferrari engine saga. Todt was the man in charge of the investigation, and he began by revealing his reaction to all the accusations from the other teams that their secret deal was unfair. There is always inevitable chatter. Today they say new things. It works like this. The chatter, it lasts a week and then they move on to something else. The truth is that when I accepted this assignment, I knew I had to take the positive and negative sides. He then revealed that his conscience is clear, and he explained why. My conscience is clear. For me, it is only important to be transparent with the members of the FIA and the ethics involved. The rest is just part of my role, including the unpleasant rumours. He further elaborated on this and revealed how he did not take all the decisions on his own. The Ferrari investigation was managed with professionalism and transparency following the rules, and then on many things I have to make decisions on the basis of what is suggested to me by those who contribute to giving me the information. I don't act completely on my own. Williams not the only team in trouble. Williams is the team that many believe will find it the toughest to survive in F1 through the current climate. They are still on the lookout for a new sponsor after their deal with Rocket came to an end. However, many in F1 have speculated that it is not just Williams that is in trouble, and F1's managing director Ross Brawn has spoken about this. At the moment, the focus for us is on the current 10 teams, and these circumstances are even better. We will make sure the sport becomes a much healthier place for the teams, and then it will be more interesting for outsiders in the long run. However, we already have 10 good teams, and they can use all the help they can get from us. He then spoke about the troubling situation that Williams is currently in, and revealed that there are other teams in F1 that are in a similar fix as well. It's not what we're focusing on right now. Williams is in the spotlight, but there are more teams that are in trouble. He concluded by giving his suggestions on what F1 needs to do to avoid such situations in the future. If we lose a team, that may be an opportunity for another team to get in, but we must avoid getting small teams in F1 that do not have the means to survive. Fast feed. Sheikh Salman bin Isa Al Khalifa, the CEO of the Bahrain International Circuit, is surprised that Ross Brawn has suggested a double race at Bahrain on two different layouts, as the second layout was designed for club racing. It's not really designed for a circuit. Todt would love it if Ferrari, Mercedes and Red Bull would join Le Mans. Racing Point's technical director Andrew Green feels that the budget cap will need time to break through and we won't see the first real impact until 2023. He also feels that if the current budget of the big teams is really that high, the new budget cap will be a real challenge for them. A spokesperson for the Shanghai Sports Bureau has alleged that the FOM has asked them if they can organise 2 races, but they haven't made a decision yet and are mainly looking at the situation surrounding the pandemic. Mercedes team principal Todt can't imagine starting a team with a clear number 1 and 2. Drivers always have the ambition to win, otherwise they won't be in Formula 1. Former F1 driver Rubens Barrichello feels that future Ferrari driver Carlos Sainz needs to be able to control his fears to do well at Ferrari, and has suggested meditation as a possible way to do so. Williams deputy team principal Claire Williams has revealed that in normal FIA meetings she is in a room with 30-odd blokes and can never get a word in edgeways at these meetings. However, due to the pandemic, these meetings are now taking place virtually on Zoom, where she has the facility to raise her hand, and Nicholas Tombatsis from the FIA, who chairs the meetings, chairs them brilliantly, and no one is allowed to speak unless your hand is raised. Mercedes' Lewis Hamilton has petitioned Spain's Ministry of Education to close bullfighting schools immediately. Haas driver Romain Grosjean has picked 4-time world champion Alain Prost as the ideal F1 driver, as he had a lot of knowledge and a great feeling for and understanding of how to get the best out of every situation and make his car as fast as possible. And his F1 dream team would have Jules Bianchi and Michael Schumacher as the drivers, Adrian Newey would be the designer, and Ron Dennis would be the team boss. Will Williams survive to see the new regulations in 2022? Head over to my community page to vote in the poll and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you like this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of Formula 1.